What's up, Gooners? Arsenal just confirmed their first summer signing with a 5-year contract already signed. We're in active talks for a €20 million Brazilian Wonderkid. Declan Rice dropped a massive hint about who we must sign next. And Rio Ferdinand can't believe what Max Dowman did at just 16 years old. But first, click here on the subscribe button because we're bringing you the latest Arsenal updates every day. And if you want to stay well informed, this is the place. So subscribe, leave your like, and let's go. Gooners, this is massive. Arsenal have already agreed their first transfer of the summer window. The contract is signed, and Fabrizio Romano just revealed all the details. With months of the current season still to run, Arsenal are 7 points clear at the top of the Premier League and still in all 4 major competitions. But Andrea Berta isn't waiting. The first summer signing is already done. Piero Hincapié. Here's what Fabrizio Romano confirmed on his YouTube channel, and this is absolutely critical. It's already signed and completed. Piero Hincapié already feels as an Arsenal player on a permanent transfer. The contract is 5 years. That keeps the Ecuador international in North London until at least 2031. Arsenal will activate the £45 million option to buy from Bayer Leverkusen. The deal is done. Hincapié has been on loan from Leverkusen since last summer. 21 starts already for the Gunners, splitting his time between centre-back and left-back. And he's made a strong impression on Mikel Arteta. Getting this agreed early is brilliant business from Arsenal. The Gunners clearly have plenty of use for Hincapié. Arteta is happy with the defender, so why delay the decision until summer? As Romano pointed out, this is exactly what Arsenal did with David Raya. Loan him first from Brentford, evaluate him for a season, then make it permanent. Try before you buy. Avoid costly transfer mistakes. Hincapié is valued at €50 million by Transfermarkt, so £45 million is actually good value. Are you happy? Hincapié is permanent for £45 million? Comment happy or overpaid. But Hincapié isn't the only defender Arsenal are working on. There's a 19-year-old Brazilian and there's a deadline. Gooners, Arsenal are in active negotiations for a second defender, and this one has a deadline attached. According to Sport Witness, Arsenal have been pursuing 19-year-old Brazilian centre-back Luiz Benedetti from Palmeiras over the last few months, and now that interest has ramped up significantly. Palmeiras appear satisfied that the youngster's departure is very likely. Here's the situation, and the timeline is absolutely critical. Palmeiras are demanding €20 million for Benedetti. That's double Arsenal's initial €10 million approach that was rebuffed a few months ago, but both parties are now willing to make a deal happen. Arsenal want him. Palmeiras will sell. The fee is agreed in principle. So what's the problem? The Brazilian transfer window closes on March 3rd. That's very soon. And Palmeiras are resolute in their stance. Benedetti must not leave without a replacement lined up first. They tried to sign Premier League player Igor Julio, but that proved futile. Now they hope to land 28-year-old Nino from Zenit, with PSG's Lucas Beraldo touted as an alternative. Manager Abel Ferreira's wish to retain Benedetti has been rejected, but the situation remains fluid, depending on Arsenal's willingness to meet the fee and the efficiency of Palmeiras' recruitment team finding a replacement. At one point, 7 meters tall, Benedetti could prove to be a huge weapon from set pieces. Arteta has cultivated a tall and powerful squad optimised for dominance in the air. Gabriel and Saliba have conceded the fewest goals in the league this season, and it's hard to imagine Arteta breaking that partnership up. Should Benedetti sign, he'd likely be back up to Gabriel, with Hincapié a versatile option at left-back and left centre-back. Arsenal are building defensive depth for a title challenge that could last years. Should Arsenal pay €20 million for 19-year-old Benedetti? Comment yes or no. While Arsenal chase defenders, Declan Rice just told us exactly who we should sign in midfield. Gooners, Declan Rice has been raving about his England teammate. And the player he's praising? Reported Arsenal transfer target Elliot Anderson. The Nottingham Forest star has become a regular for England over the last year. He's now wanted by several major Premier League clubs, including Arsenal, Manchester United and Manchester City. But here's why Arsenal should win this race. Rice basically just told Andrea Berta to sign him. Listen to what Declan Rice said about Elliot Anderson to iNews, word for word. "We're like a hybrid of each other, really. We both play 6, we both play 8, both love to attack the box, defend the box. He's a player I really admire. Let me repeat the key part. We're like a hybrid of each other. Rice is saying Anderson can do everything he can do. Play as a 6, play as an 8, attack the box, defend the box. That's the ultimate endorsement from Arsenal's best midfielder. Rice and Anderson have already forged a strong relationship at England. They've become Thomas Tuchel's preferred midfield pivot. The pair look almost certain to start alongside one another at the 2026 World Cup this summer. They've played 343 minutes together for England already, and clearly they have chemistry. Rice even said, "He's a player I really admire." That's huge praise. Now here's why this signing makes so much sense for Arsenal. Rice also spoke about his current Arsenal partner Martin Zubimendi. He moves the ball so well through the lines, keeps it calm, simple, a real calm presence. Rice loves Zubimendi. But both have been seriously overworked this season. They've looked off the pace recently. Arsenal desperately need midfield cover. And here's the opportunity. Nottingham Forest are in danger of being relegated. If they go down, Arsenal could swoop in for the 22-year-old Anderson at a reasonable fee. Should Arsenal sign Elliot Anderson based on Rice calling him a hybrid of himself? Comment sign him or pass. Now let's talk about one of our own Wonderkids who just amazed a Manchester United legend. Gooner's Rio Ferdinand could not believe what he saw from Max Dowman against Mansfield in the FA Cup, and his analysis of the 16-year-old is absolutely brilliant. Dowman really impressed in the East Midlands, getting 77 minutes of action. The teenager was making his first appearance for Arsenal in 2026, having only just returned from a nasty ankle injury. But despite his recent lack of minutes, Dowman was still one of the best players on the pitch. Here's what Rio Ferdinand said on Rio Ferdinand Presents, and this praise is absolutely huge. Dowman got himself into some ridiculous parts of the pitch, had some good chances to score. Another day probably gets 2 goals. Ridiculous parts of the pitch. That's a Manchester United legend praising an Arsenal Wonderkid. That doesn't happen often. The stats back it up too. Dowman managed 52 touches, completed 4 dribbles and made 2 key passes during the win at Field Mill. Dowman, who's been compared to Lamine Yamal, showed exactly why he's one of the Premier League's biggest teenage talents. Rio believes the story only gets brighter for players like Dowman. The 16-year-old is now set to be a key part of Arsenal's squad and could actually play a significant role in the remainder of the season under Mikel Arteta. The 2026 World Cup is probably too soon, but perhaps he could put himself in Thomas Tuchel's thinking if he finishes the season strong. Is Max Dowman Arsenal's most exciting Wonderkid right now? Comment Dowman or Nwaneri. So Gooner's 4 questions. Is 45 million for Piero Hincapié permanent a good deal? Should Arsenal pay 20 million euros for Brazilian Wonderkid Luis Benedetti before the March 3rd deadline? Must Andrea Berta sign Elliot Anderson after Declan Rice called him a hybrid of himself? And is Max Dowman about to become a regular after Rio Ferdinand's praise? Drop your answers in the comments right now. And if this video gave you all the Arsenal news you needed, smash that like button and hit subscribe for more news every single day. Until next time, Gooners. Come on, you Gunners!